There were a lot of things that I still had to explore. Places that I should have visited before, when it had been possible. Which wasn't the case. One of those places was Montreal de Sauze, an ancient oppidum in the mountains of the French département the Ariège. The way I pronounce the French names may seem strange sometimes, but that is only because my French-speaking voice is not the same as the one I am using now, and when I all of a sudden change voice only to pronounce it in perfect French is even more strange. Don't forget, I am a machine. What makes Montreal de Sauze such an interesting place? It is a scripture what is found in one of the caves of the rock it is built on. It must represent a lance or a spear and drops of blood. It is thought to be a depiction of the Holy Lance, also known as the Spear of Destiny. It is known that the Nazi archaeologist Otto Rahn has investigated this place to find the possible location of this spear. Now you might wonder what makes this lance of spear so special. It is believed to be the spear used by the Roman soldier Longinus to pierce Jesus's side to check that he was dead. A relic as important as the Holy Grail itself and desired by emperors like Charlemagne and Napoleon. It is believed to be taken by the king of the Visigoths Alaric to the south of France after he had sacked Rome. Now after sacking Rome, the Visigoths moved on just until they arrived here in the south of France, where they decided to stay. And a lot of the things they had taken with them were hidden somewhere here later. The old oppidum, which is now Montreal de Sauze, most definitely must have had their interest. So let's have a look there. What we are looking at now are 3D reconstructions of how it must have looked before it got ruined. Thanks to the labor of others and their sharing it at the internet, I am able to show you this. So now we know what it once looked like, and this is what we can expect up there now. Okay. This was some research before our visit. Now I will go there myself to investigate. The weather was questionable and we could only hope to stay dry. As always, our transport of getting there was unconventional. That light motorbike with little trailer behind it. And then we arrived. At the foot of the old Oppidum is a parking lot from where our hiking tour to the top would start. That would be our destination for that day. I got out and prepared myself. I would like to remind you of the fact that I am slightly handicapped. So I would use a Sherpa to get there. But compared to the last hiking tour we had made to the waterfalls, and the way I was transported then, I think this is an improvement. For at least now I was able to look around me. Though I want to remind you, I am not a toddler. Now it appears there are two ways to get up there, but we had chosen the one through the caves. Especially the last part is a rather steep climb, of course. And there it was, the cave we had to go through to get to the castle. Or at least what's left of it. Somewhere in these caves that cave painting was, presenting the spear of destiny. Actually the rock Montreal de Sauze is built on is like a Swiss cheese, with lots of holes in it. But now we first had to find our passage through that cave. It felt like passing through the mines of Moria. But, as you can see here, we made it through. Somewhere down there was the parking lot from which our hike had started. As you can see, there wasn't really much left. I was getting a bit worried about the weather, what seemed to be coming our way. Between 2001 and 2017, a group of archaeologists restored some of the remainings here. I thought it would be better to get down again as soon as possible, for there was some seriously bad weather coming our way. That meant we had to pass through that cave once more. One more time through the mines of Montreal de Sauze. We just had made it through when the thunderstorm started. That meant we had to travel through it back home. To show you what was happening in the sky, it is best to show you in slow motion. We knew this would mean a tour on the bike through the rain back home. But at least I would be dry, in the trailer.